Hey guys, how are you? I'm Bruna, I'm your Turkish series summary channel, and if you like this type of content, do not forget to leave your like and subscribe to our channel if not subscribed. I did this for the video.
Hira is still in the hospital corridor, and after listening to Orun's conversation with the doctor, realized how much she loved him for fear of losing him, but she can never admit it to herself. That's why she said, "I can't control my heart." Hira's sitting in the hallway. Meanwhile, Run laments in the bedroom for not being more important to Hira and tells herself that she only cares about him now out of gratitude for what he has done for her and her daughter. Later, he remembers that it is time for anger medicine. Hira did not want to get close to Orun because she now realizes that she loves him. She feels obligated to take care of him and enters. When Hira is about to give the medicine to Orun, saying it's time to take it, she drops the box into his hand. Hira is very nervous. Orun asks, "Hira, are you okay?" He asks, "You can give me the medicine now." Hira tells him she's tired and a little distracted. When Hira gives him the medicine, Orun drinks it, but Hira also realizes that something is wrong. Orun tells her to go rest if she wants. Hira replies that she can't leave him, then she realizes what she said and corrects, "I don't want to leave without understanding that you're okay." She leaves there saying she doesn't want to be in debt to him. Hira walks out into the hallway. She says to herself, "What am I doing? I'm talking nonsense." The night Orun is working on his bed, Hira is also sitting on the chair. Hira's gaze on Orun changed. He no longer looks at her angrily as he works. Orun closes his eyes in tiredness. Hira also looks at him for a long time. When Orun opens his eyes, he sees her. Orun tells him, "There's something else going on with you, not just distraction." Hira replies, "Yes, I'm nervous. Aren't you sleeping?" He says, "You can't heal yourself like that." Rum asks her to come a little closer, if that's okay with her. Hira approaches him and asks what the problem is, and he tells him what happened to him. Rum also tells her, "Look into my eyes." After looking into his eyes, she listens. Her eyes look healthy. The Rum adds, "I'm healthy because I know you were worried about me. But the danger has passed. Now I will listen to you and sleep, but you will listen to my words and go to the sofa to rest." Hira goes to the couch without saying anything. Orun sees her standing up and asks why she didn't go to bed, since she was about to fall asleep. Hira tells her he wanted to make sure she was asleep. Orun asks her, "Are you nervous?" Hira replies, "No, I'm not." The hospital environment makes people a little tense. I'd say, "I'd better lie down for a while and you lie down on the couch." Orun watches her too. Later, Orun falls asleep. Hira looks at him to see how he is. When she sees Orun sleeping, she gets up from the couch and says, "What am I doing?" After waiting for a while, she notices that Orun is not moving. Thinking that something has happened to Orun, she goes to him. Then she checks his breathing. When she fails, detect Orun's breathing. Hira panics and puts her ear to Orun's chest to check his heartbeat. When she sees Orun's heart beating, she is very happy, so she sits in the chair. When Orun wakes up, he sees Hira in front of him going to ask him how he feels. Orun tells her that she's fine, but that she doesn't look well. Hira also tells him he's okay. Orun says she can go home whenever she wants. Hira also says she won't. The doctor comes in and says, "I looked at your labs and you can be discharged." Hira also asks the doctor, "What should we do?" The doctor tells Hira he will do whatever it takes. Orun looks surprised at Hira. Hira says, "I meant we'll do whatever it takes." The doctor leaves the room. Orun wants to get out of bed, but Hira prevents him. Orun says, "It's okay, don't worry, let me get dressed now." Hira accepts and leaves the room. Orun will now be discharged from the hospital. Hira does not leave his side. Hira will take care of Orun as before. Orun was very pleased with the situation. Orun arrived at the mansion. The Elif goes to him. When Fif sees Orun, she begins to cry. Then he comes and sits down. If next to her, he holds her hand and asks, "Daughter, are you all right?" Orun also tells him that he is better. The Elif asks, "What would I do if you weren't around?" When Orun saw her condition, he said, "You would not have left her alone. You have aged." Fifa tells him that he has a daughter, that she is more important than anything else in the world. The Run says she doesn't look well and calls the Sultan, sending Fifa to her room. Aaron entered the room and asked, "Do you have any requests?" Run asked you to take the car to the service so they could investigate it thoroughly. Aaron questioned if he suspected anything, and Run revealed that his gun was found at the scene of the accident, also suggesting that Aaron investigate the camera footage. Aaron agreed and left. Meanwhile, Sarah was picking flowers for Orun and wished to see Lo. Define also went to him saying, "I was very curious about you. You even appeared in my dreams." Orun asked how she knew this, and Set replied, "I saw that you were in pain at that moment." Hira came in with a flower in her hand. Orun looked at her with a confused expression on his face. Hira explained, "Didn't I bring you your flowers?" Sarah also came in delivering her flowers to the Orun and saying, "My flowers are more beautiful. Get better soon." Uncle Orun, Hira asked her to leave. Sarah then kissed Orun and said she would pray for his recovery. Rum thanked me and said, "Thank you for everything." Hira asked Sarah to go home while she herself would go out. Then, when Sarah left the room, Orun commented, "Her flowers are more beautiful." Sarah left smiling. Define then, Anger asked about Orun's painkiller. Hira explained that it was not that medicine and gave him the correct one. Later, Orun got out of bed and said he wanted to go for a walk. Hira asked him not to go alone, offering to accompany him, which Orun accepted. Later, Orun and Hira walked through the garden. Orun commented, "Sarah is a very caring child. The weather is great. It was nice to take a walk." At this specific moment in time, Hira walked thoughtfully. Noticing her condition, Oro inquired, "You may enter if you wish," Hira responded. "No." Oro then asked if she had anything to say. With a heavy heart, Hira thought, "I have won you. I can't hold back my emotions." She wished to express, "I'm devastated. I cannot resist you anymore," but instead she simply stated that she had nothing to tell Oro. Later, as Hira brought tea, she saw Run screaming, and as she left, she remembered the old days. Meanwhile, Gubus asks him what subject she would like to talk to him about. This one then tells Gubus that he had a dream, and in her dream he was shot because he took me a dark path. He asks Gubus to be careful about the paths he chooses to follow. Gubus then embraces. If he asks her not to worry about him, Gubus gets a call and leaves to answer it. Aziz is alone with S in the room. Aziz then asks S why she didn't tell Gubus the truth. He replies that he had said he would explain why he didn't kill that girl. She then tells Aziz that she is waiting for his explanation. Aziz then replies that he did not kill Elif, as Elif is important to his father, and says that this is the only one who can handle his father's crises in the meantime. Gubus asks S what subject she would like to talk to him about. S then tells Gubus that he had a dream, and in her dream he was shot because he took me a dark path. S asks Gubus to be careful about the paths he chooses to follow. Gubus then hugs herself and asks her not to worry about him. Gubus receives a call and leaves to answer it. Aziz is alone with S in the room. Aziz then asks S why she didn't tell Gubus the truth. He replies that he had said he would explain why he didn't kill that girl. She then tells Aziz that she is waiting for his explanation. Aziz then responds that she did not kill Elif, because Elif is important to his father, and says that this is the only one who can handle his father's crises. So this question, is that all? Aziz replies, "Of course it is. Why do you insist that it be something else? It even seems that you wish it." She says, "No, of course I don't." "All right, let's forget about it. I'm tired of it." Meanwhile, Elif continues to wait for Aziz in the car. Elif then begins to think that something bad happened to Aziz. Because of her, Elif gets out of the car. Meanwhile, Aziz continues with S in the hospital room, who asks Aziz to help him get better in bed. A few seconds later, Susan enters the room, and then Gubus also enters the room and tells Aziz that they need to locate the people who hurt Aziz. Aziz agrees with Gubus. Aziz then tells Gubus that he needs to leave and calls Susan to go with him. But Susan says she will stay at the hospital to help Gubus take care of Aziz, then leaves the hospital and goes towards the car where Elif is. As soon as Aziz gets to the car, he doesn't see Elif. Aziz then gets sad and says, "She's gone." Elif then appears behind the car and says, "I'm here." Elif approaches Aziz and asks him not to be angry with her for not leaving, and tells Aziz that he stayed because he was afraid something bad would happen to him because of her. Elif then asks Aziz if she said anything to Gubus. Aziz replies that he did not tell Gubus that she is alive. Elif then tells Aziz that maybe she should leave. Elif then starts to leave, but Aziz grabs her arm and tells Elif that she can't leave, because this one didn't tell Gubus the truth, so now she must stay. Aziz takes Elif back home. Elif is in the dining room. Aziz arrives at the scene. Elif then tells Aziz that he should visit and be in the hospital. Aziz replies that Gubus is with her, so she doesn't need his visit. Elif insists and tells Aziz that maybe this, and wants his care and not his brother's, and says that this would be a good way to reconcile with her. Aziz then approaches Elif and asks if she is a relationship expert. Elif then answers, "Maybe I am not an expert in love, but my mother always said that you don't open the door of the heart because it is locked from the inside, and that when you want to enter someone's heart, the person who owns the heart needs to open it for you to enter." Elif tells Aziz that to achieve this you need to be kind. Say kind words to the person who owns the heart. Show your love in different ways. Aziz gets angry and asks Elif to stop talking, telling him to finish making bread and mind his own business. Elif goes to tell Aziz that dinner will be ready soon, and at that moment, Susan arrives home with S. Susan tells Aziz that he will spend a few days in the house to recover. The news takes everyone by surprise.
And if you like this video, do not forget to leave your like and subscribe to our channel if you are not already subscribed. Thanks for watching until the next video.